We're going to replace our driver's side mirror located on the outside of our driver's side door panel. Now what you're going to do is grab your window crank handle and pull outward. If it doesn't pop off, you can use a plastic trim tool. Gently pry that out. Swing that off to the side. Right behind it, there's a Torx screw. I'm going to go ahead and remove that screw. Once that screw is loose, you should be able to go ahead and pull that window crank handle right off. Take the little gasket and the screw and set it aside. Right underneath your door pull handle here, there are 2 Phillips head screws. Just go ahead and loosen it and remove those screws. Once you get those out, go ahead and set those aside. Go ahead and pull your trim panel. And pop that out like so. You can go ahead and set that aside. Right here under the door pull, there's a Phillips head screw. Loosen and remove this. On the lower left-hand corner of the door panel, there is another Phillips head screw right here. I'll loosen and remove this one. We have our 2 screws removed from our door panel. I want to go ahead and push up on the door panel. Lift it straight up, pull it off, and set it aside. We want to go ahead and remove our little water shield piece right here, set that aside. This is going to give us access to the 3 nuts on the back side of the mirror. Let's go ahead and get those nuts removed. I'm going to use a 10mm socket and extension to go ahead and get to these here. I'm going to remove the 2 lower ones first. And when you remove these here, you want to be careful. You want to try and get that nut off like so. If you do drop these down, then you have to remove the water shield, take that off, and then access these here at the bottom of the door. But if you're careful, you can remove them out the hole just like that. We save the last one for the top. That way there, we can hold the mirror on the outside. Could remove this here. We're going to remove our protective plastic caps here off of the studs. We have a nice foam gasket here. Let's go ahead and line up the studs inside the door here. Slide that into place. Let's go ahead and get one of the nuts lined up on the top. I'm not going to tighten it down, but that top nut is just there to hold that mirror in place while I install the other 2. Once we have all 3 in, and just snug those down. Now we can install our water shield here. I'm going to go ahead and install our door panel. You want to make sure that on the back side of the door panel, these little tabs here go into the notches located inside the door shell. Also want to pay attention to your lock button. You want to go ahead and put that in at the top, and then we'll drop the panel down into place. panel is locked in all the way around. Let's go ahead and install our 2 screws. We're going to just get that started into the door itself. Once that's started, on the lower left, we have our bottom screw right here. Let's go ahead and get those secured. Just going to install our upper trim bezel here. You have this little metal retaining clips around the perimeter. Simply line that up. Snap that into place. We have our 2 screws to put in just below our door pull. Get those lined up, and then we'll go ahead and snug those down. And you just want to snug these down. You don't want to over tighten them. So at this point here, we're going to go ahead and install our crank handle. Go ahead and get our Torx screw installed there. And let's go ahead and get that screwed on in. We'll snug that down. Once you have that snug down into place, you gotta bring that cap over, snap that on, and go ahead and test out your window.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.